Joining us now, Bobby Sausalito, a comedian better known as Bobby Sauce. Bobby Sauce, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
So many situations can be applied to gloze and glozing. What are things that come to mind when you think of this word?
It's got to be the mainstream media. It's got to be coming up with absolutely any and every excuse for things that are so blatantly obvious that we can all see it with our own two eyes. And the most common practice of this glozing, I think, is finding the go-to talking point and then just absolutely hammering it to explain away anything that we can see with our own eyes. Like the perfect thing is say that anything that Trump does is pro-Russia. Anything that he does is a giveaway to Russia. Anything that he does is because he's Putin's puppet. So they just find a way to explain away something that we can see with our own two eyes, or that if we watch the full context of, we would very clearly understand, like the White House meeting with President Green Leisurewear the other day.
And the art of glozing in the hands of these liberal lefty loons is grounded so much in their ability to rely on America's laziness, to put it bluntly. If you're lazy and you don't follow the news or you don't follow what's going on in the world, it's so much easier just to take their gloss than it is to actually question why Chuck Schumer and Adam Schiff and Nancy Pelosi and all these Democrat lights are all using the same phrase to describe some very intricate issues.
Yeah, I mean, but the saddest part about it is that for the vast majority of people, it's not laziness. It's just a limitation of their time. Like before I started making political content and watching content every day, I consumed probably, let's say, like honestly 2 hours of political content a day. So you're talking 10, 11 hours a week. I thought I was pretty politically informed. Now that number is 3 to 4 times as much, I realized I had all these holes in my understanding of what it was. Because, for example, the White House meeting with Zelensky the other day, the full clip was 45 to 49 minutes long. Who has 49 minutes long? A lot of people don't have 49 minutes to watch their favorite show. You got a couple kids, you're working hard, you're traveling, you're taking care of the house.
True.
You can't do that. So it's like it is almost impossible. Therefore, you have to trust and rely on some type of external source to homogenize down and digest it for you and deliver you what you perceive to be the truth. The problem is that all of the existing channels that most people went to get that truth have all been completely compromised and purchased out. So they abuse the fact that people have limited time to lie to everybody. And then everybody else that watches those talks to those people at the water cooler or at the party or, on the weekend at the bar or whatever. And they're like, yeah, Trump is Putin's puppet. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why the work you do on your channel is so important, because you make fun of the narratives. And that's what caught my eye about the stuff that you put out. You make fun of the narratives, you condense it into under 5 minutes, and that's powerful. That's not glozing. That's actually taking the glozing narratives that they're pushing, and you're actually dissecting it, cutting it down, and making fun of it, which is what has become such a fearsome tool in today's new media landscape. New media includes comedic commentators like yourself, commentators who are taking real life and packaging it in a way that's countering the big guys.
Yeah, thank you. It is very much a service that I didn't understand when I first started making the content. Originally, I thought it was comic relief, but what I came to realize lately is that it is actually, in fact, a service. It is a place that you don't need to necessarily tell someone the full details of the story. You just need to show a different perspective of that story so that they can go and pursue that lead. It's not about me telling them what to think, but kind of showing them how to think and then saying, here's a story that everybody's abusing. If you're going to research anything, look into the fact that this story has been manipulated. This story has been glozed, and then you can follow that path for yourself. So I can't give you everything in 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or whatever, but I can point you in the right direction so that when you see a person talk about it or you see a clip of it on the news and someone says, oh man, that Trump, he sure is a bad guy. It's like, no. I saw a clip that made me laugh about this. I looked into it more myself, and that actually isn't the case. And the mainstream news media can no longer be trusted as a reliable source for the truth. And therefore, people come to the independent people like myself that are at the very least pointing them in the direction for where the most blatant lies and glozing is.
It's a powerful tool, and I love that you're getting so much traction on it. Tell people how you can find your content best. I find you on Instagram, but you're also on other platforms, right?
Yeah, so Instagram is at Take Naps. That's home base. But if you just go to followbobby.com, you'll see links to my TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, and all the rest. So followbobby.com.
Follow Bobby. You'll follow the money, you'll follow the narratives, and you'll start dissecting for the truth. Bobby Sauce.
Yeah.
A pleasure to have you on. Thank you.
Thank you so much.